Hi, good evening. Are you a school, college, university, or an institute who always look for something extra, something creative, something innovative, something out of the box for your students apart from the regular studies? Are you a school, college, university, or an institute who always thinks for making education more purposeful for your students? And do you wish exponential growth in your students' placements and growth in your admissions? So we have a solution for you. And that solution is through Service Industry Finishing Lab or Digital Inspirational Lab. Now, to know more how it is, let's go through this presentation. First of all, who are absolutely matching their minds with my concept, whatever I've just said. So I believe that you believe in the power of core values and belief system while making education possible for each and every student. And when I'm saying core values and beliefs, it means discover your purpose. It means building a strong foundation base on your values that will guide your personal and professional choices and lead towards success. And authenticity breeds success. That is very true. If you want to be successful, if you want your education system should be successful, and if you want each and every student of yours be successful, then it is very important to be authentic. And by staying true to your values, you will attract opportunities that align with who you are. And that is totally, totally true. And at the same time, you also believe in emotional intelligence and self-awareness. And when I'm saying that, that simply means that make your students learn and master their emotions. Make them learn about empathy and connections. Help them in increasing self-awareness. And not just for your students, but for your faculty, for your educators also. Also, mastering effective communication. When it comes to success, when it comes to confidence building, when it comes to openness, the very first thing is communication. We always communicate, whether with the words, without words, with our body language, but effective communication is very important. It is not just communicating, it is about effective communication. And that happens when you connect to people. So it is all about connecting with people. And when I'm saying effective communication, that means that includes effective listening, confident public speaking, non-verbal communication, that is your body language, gestures, postures. Have you taught all these to your students? If so, very good, and keep it up and evolve in these steps. That means you have to update each and every time you are making them understand all these things, you are making them practice all these things. And if not, mind you, if not, you have to start it, because this is the core thing with the regular curriculum and the education, that you need to make them practice, make them learn and adapt, so that ultimately when they are looking for the major goal in their life through education, they make it possible. And that is only through gaining confidence while going in the public speaking, having confident public speaking, having effective communication, and at the same time, not just speaking, but have that patience to understand the things and then express the views. So, active listening. And at the same time, when we say positivity and positivity within, so that means it should it should not be a word, and it should not to be just to say that I'm very positive, I'm a very positive person. It should reflect from your body. It should reflect with your gestures, your eye expressions, your hand gestures, your postures, everything. So you need to master your students and your faculty and your educators in effective communication. Apart from that, when I'm saying effective communication, so it is very important in today's time. And when we are saying to prepare our students for future learnings, for future goals, for future success, so it is equally important to train them in critical thinking and problem solving. We do have understand that in today's curriculum, there are a lot many activities which are based on this critical thinking and problem solving. But my dear educators, I would like to tell you that this should not be limited to the curriculum only, to the syllabi only, and to the projects which are limited to the syllabus. But it should be a part of common causes, social causes, empathetical causes, and personal causes as well. Because when the students practice it as a whole, they will understand it much better, and they will not take it as a curriculum. They will practice it, they will adapt it in their lifestyle, in their thinking pattern, and this will help them to make them a holistic personality as a whole. So when I'm saying critical thinking and problem solving, so it includes some of the things, not limited to these. It is much broader, but to um, uh, limit it in one slide, I will say analytical thinking enhance your ability to think critically and analyze complex situations. I have just told you it should not be limited to syllabi only, to the curriculum only. It should be enhanced to the real life situations also. And creative problem solving, unlocking your creativity to come up with innovative solutions to challenges. Decision making skills, let your students participate in the planning process, take their decisions, honor their decisions, and give them that liberty to take their small decisions on their own. Say, suppose it is about the renovation of one corner of your school, college, or university, any portion. Give them the liberty to transform that area on their own creativity and ideology. Give them the power to take decisions to make the any particular area of your establishment with the help of technology or maybe any creative tool, and you will see the way they come out with the solutions that will help them in growing their personality and bringing confidence in them. So help them with all these skills. And building a solid work ethics and professionalism. We need to give this thing from the very beginning of our education ecosystem, so that there comes the work ethics, the existence exhibition of strong work ethics through discipline, commitment, and perseverance. And it should not be limited to higher education. It should come from the very beginning, from the school education. And professionalism that masters professional etiquettes, integrity, and respect in the workplace. At the same time, adaptability. Be open to change, embrace new challenges, and stay adaptable in dynamic work environment. This is needed in present education system, which is actually lacking. And I'm not saying 100% lacking. Maybe 30% of the education is following all these things, but 70% of the education ecosystem of our country require all these things. Acquiring knowledge and skills. And when I'm saying this, they are studying, they are at your school, at your college, at your university, in the institutes. Then what kind of a knowledge? Your continuous learning. And that learning which embrace lifelong learning to stay ahead in rapid evolving job market. Educational programs. Enroll in specialized educational programs to gain relevant knowledge and skills. Industry certifications. It is very important that the students at every level, we have seen this in our national education policy also, wherein government has told that students from the class 6 should be involved in technological processes. They should interact with industry. They should get some kind of courses and certifications. So this is very important from the early education to the higher education, so that when they have different things to explore, they will get a kind of a confidence, and moreover their knowledge and skills will develop a lot. And that you need to give that facility as a platform for your students if you want their multi-dimensional development. Internship and apprenticeship. In the professional courses, in the vocational education, it is very much important, but otherwise also. Like today, we are talking about tourism to make that as a part of regular education system. Water management and water conservation should be the part of a school education system also. Likewise, there are different other uh, practical approach oriented courses and training programs that students should go while in during the holiday period, or during the parallelly with their study, so that there comes the concept of earn and learn. So earn while you are learning. Next thing is seeking growth opportunities. We always, as an educator, as an educational leaders, as establishment of school, college, university, institutions, always seek opportunities for the growth of the students and the faculty, which includes bringing connections and networking opportunities, which is very, very important because it will enhance the cerebrum. Uh, it will make them, your students, from introvert to out extrovert, and bring more confidence, guidance, and support system for them. And obviously, uh, help them to read and learn so that they can get to know more and more and more knowledge, which is hidden somewhere in the good books. So it is very important to make a habit of reading and learning. And in the world, in today's world of technology, when podcasts are there, YouTube is there, so everything they can easily hear and they can see on the YouTube. But if some good books should be suggested to them, and we should make a habit wherein there should be an area and there should be a certain time period where the students are reading something, and from that reading they are taking some good things out which is really helpful in their real life to make their life more meaningful. That kind of a practice uh, can be arranged, can be doable within the educational premises. And obviously, online courses and webinars, they should be participative. Students should participate in such kind of an activity. Again, the more you explore, the more you give them responsibility, they will become more responsible. At the same time, they will enhance their personality, their confidence, and they will get to know more things. And they will get to know that world is really a big world. It is not just limited to their own circumstances and their own area and their school, home, and college. Uh, so it is very big, and there are a lot many things to understand, to learn, and we need to utilize our mind, our brain in the best of the best manner, so that we can bring out creativity, spontaneity, innovation, uh, out of our students, because that is hidden inside them. They are the gem which we need to really polish in a wonderful manner. So, continuous improvement and success is very important. Reflect and evaluate, set new goals, celebrate achievements with your students. So, there should be a space, there should be a place for that. And only then, the education and skills should be, can be relevant when we talk about day to day life. Because ultimately, the college, the school education, then college education, and then university education. After this education, they have to step out in the real world. And if they don't learn these life skills from the very beginning, um, this confidence they will not gain from the very beginning in their school, in their colleges and the university, then they will step out in the corporate world, in the real world, something which is missing. So I don't think that any of the school or college or university, maybe the top management or the education leader who is listening me today, they want such situations to happen. We all want that education should be made purposeful, meaningful, and relevant. And for that, Chamber for Service Industry has two models for you. One is the finishing school model, the service industry finishing lab, and digital inspirational lab. I'm saying two model. The thing is same with the basic concept, the basic model, the basic modules. They are same in both of them, but one is with technology and one is without technology. So that when I'm talking 30% of educational institutes, they are maintaining these things in their premises, but that 70%, and if that 70% have any kind of a digital divide, then they are, what will they do with these skills and holistic development and ethical approach kind of a thing? In that case also, they can do all these things with the help of finishing lab. So in which technology can be limited, but the scope, the facilities, the creativity is at par. So 21st century, we need digital inspiration lab, wherein when we start from the very beginning, from the school education, so it comes everything, because everything starts with curiosity and then creativity, imagination. So with every level, as I was telling you earlier also, the modules can be planned, the modules can be created, and they can be customized as per the level of the students and the level of the education. So for school, it is something different. For middle education, for something different. Higher education is for some is different, and the above high school, senior secondary and higher education, that is something different. And we have always kept in mind that our modules, our creative plans should include wellness approach, and we have different activities planned for mental wellness, for personal wellness, that educators and teachers can work in the digital inspirational lab and in the finishing school lab with their students. And there are certain activities which been developed, modules developed for making youth job ready, that digital inspiration labs provide for the students. Capacity building of educators and youth. There are certain other modules which digital inspiration lab and finishing school lab have for educators also, because it is very important to bring capacity building for educators also. And why so? We are not saying that today's educator is lacking in something when it comes to the syllabi or to the subject knowledge and the subject expertise. They are very good with that. And even certain educators, those are not willingly uh, came into this profession, even they find something or the other for their subject that they are teaching to the students. Here, the capacity building that we are talking about is beyond that, beyond the subject knowledge. It is something where you have to parallelly prepare your students apart from the curriculum, so that they can get that path of success, path of holistic growth and development and confidence building. For that, we think that teachers and educators needs hand holding and capacity building, and that can be provided through digital inspirational lab for making education and skills relevant. And we have a whole lot of modules for that also. And this is a kind of a demonstration that we want, that each school, college, university and institute should have at least 2 rooms dedicated for personality enhancement, communication skills, empathy, critical thinking, curiosity and creativity, and make your students such visionary, so that they don't just think about their own region at the local level, but they should be empowered to go beyond the local level to the regional level, to the national level, or to the state level. That is very important. And they should have a dream that should come true, that they can make their career from a village to the global level. So entire globe is their family. We need to develop our students from that mindset, growth mindset. So when we talk about skills is not just, I was telling you earlier also, it is not just 5-letter word. No, it is beyond that. When we talk about skill, there are lot many skills, soft skills, presently is required, in future also it is very much required. Life skills throughout the life, it is very much required. Digital skill is the need of the hour, and global skills which are looking for the future. Now, when we are talking about these labs, digital inspiration lab, finishing lab for service industry, what is the purpose? What is the outcome if you establish that? So every youth will have some kind of an economic outcome. They will be financially stable. They will get good career opportunities. Then there will be personal outcome. They will be socially, emotionally, and physically balanced, happy person. Cultural outcomes, social outcomes, depending on their competencies, capabilities, hobbies, passion, interest, you can change, you can improve, or you can experience a 360-degree evaluation or development of your student while you are taking them through this journey called as digital inspirational lab, or finishing labs for service industry. Now, what we are telling you is, you just need 2 rooms in your school, in your college, in your university, institute, 2 labs to be dedicated for youth educators, counselors with overall wellness and lifelong learning technology insight. And Chamber for Service Industry promise you that if you really want to do this, you just take one step while designing this, or you need not to go for a very strong infrastructure or very expensive infrastructure. With a very basic infrastructure in the 2 rooms, with small creativity, we can create wonders for the students. And digital inspirational lab, finishing school lab concept, Chamber for Service Industry is there for you. We are there to help you. We will provide our consultancy to you for developing these labs in your school, in your college, in your university, the best manner, in the best possible way. And we are there to deliver our services, hand holding of your educators and students. So let's come together and collectively make education and skills relevant through innovative education, futuristic education, holistic skills for personal and professional development. If you like our concept and you are syncing with it, we really want that you should write to us. You should come to us. Let's join hands together and let's really make that 70% education ecosystem deliverable, actually meaningful and relevant for the students, because future is waiting for that. And when it comes to future, we need to think in the present, because when we think in the present, only then we can prepare our youth for the future, so that there should nothing missing when it comes to their personality development, grooming, skills development, holistic development, and making them a true human and a good professional in their career. So basically, personal and professional development is needed. This is the need of our, and let's come together for that. So you can write us at ddgadm.csi.in.net, and we are really happy to help you out. So this is from my side for today. We'll meet again. We'll discuss something more into this, and we are hopeful that you will write to us and you will going to open these labs, one of the lab, maybe digital inspiration lab or finishing school lab, in your college, in your university, in any of the institute, or even in the school, because this is the need of our, and digital divide cannot stop us for getting any innovative or creative idea to make it possible. So all the best, think it, do contact us, and we'll be really happy. Till then we meet, till we meet by tomorrow. Take care of yourself and